Last night was 28 degrees. Tonight is going to be about 18. Yeah, it's time to head south. Last thing I have to do is I have to winterize the jacuzzi. We waited to the absolute last minute because we were in it this morning. So I do it once a year. Let's figure this out. Okay, hot tub time. Hot tub winterizing time. Now, I only do this once a year for obvious reasons. And I always forget how, so I go online and I watch a bunch of videos, and to be honest, I don't know. They're just not what I'm looking for. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video. It'll be one that you'll watch and say, well, that's not what I'm looking for, but I can watch it this time next year and I'll know how to do it. So first thing I need to do is turn the power off over there and pull the filter. Once I do those two steps, I'm gonna put the hose up and get it draining, and well, that'll take some time. Once I get it drained down, I'll come back and then we'll go over the next steps. We'll get the front end opened up, and I'll show you how I blow out the pumps. I lost a pump once because I didn't blow it out. I blow them out now. Okay, well, let me get to work. Now, some people keep these, they use them year after year, and they just let them dry out, clean them out. One season, it's gone. Okay, I got the bulk of the water out, and now I've got to get it out of these little seat wells here, and I don't think that's going to drain, so I'm going to have to vacuum that out. Now, I'll use the vacuum down there to get that out, but up here in these jets, I prefer to blow the water through and then let it come out into the center section, and then get in there and vacuum all that out. So that's what I'm going to do next. I just forget how much fun this is. It's just amazing. Well, I've blown out all the jets, and I vacuumed out the seats, and well, I pushed it to the middle, and then I went in and I vacuumed out that center section. I went over to where the filter is, and I vacuumed all that out. Did I get all the water out? No. So, it's a couple more things I want to do. It's down inside. Now, what I tried to do earlier was hook a hose up so I wouldn't have a big, huge wet spot right here. I don't have that much patience. It was just taking way too long. So, I pulled the hose off, and now I got a huge, big wet spot here I get to work in. So, let me get you down so you can see what I'm doing down there. What I'm going to be doing down there is the pumps have unions. I'm taking them all off, and then I put the blower side of the shop vac on there, and I blow the lines out that way, which puts water back inside, which means I get to then vacuum that out. I gotta love hot tubs. All right, so let me get you down a little bit lower, and we'll get to work down there. Okay, first thing I want to do is give you a little tour. So here's the first pump. Here's one pump right here. And here's this whole section here that I'm going to take off. And then the pump section's here, motor section's here, and there's a drain plug right there. So I'll get that guy out of there. And over here is the second pump. Same thing. That's got to come off, that's got to come off, and there's a drain plug there. And then once I get those out, I'll put the shop vac on it. I'll blow as much as I can and get as much as I can out. These are the critical ones. You got to get those guys open, and so the bottom of the pump will drain. Okay, so let me get to work. You probably can't see anything with my big head there, so I'm gonna move you in closer, and I don't know what the camera view is gonna be like, but at least you won't be seeing the backside of my big head. And I probably put my big head right back in the way again. This one's really hard to get to. There we go. It's kind of, my wrist doesn't bend that way. And there we go. Got a lot more water out of there. Okay, I got both of those out. So now, let's see if I can undo these unions. I usually use a pair of channel locks, but They're down in my other location. So I got a, wow. This actually worked a lot better. Oil filter wrench. Now before, the first time I did this, I actually marked all the unions so I knew what tight meant. And I don't think I'm going to take the top ones off because it doesn't make sense to take the top ones off. Probably doesn't make sense to take the bottom ones off. Well, if I want to blow up in there, you got to take the top ones off. All right. So there you go. And I'm not gonna be able to get a hose up in there and blow those out. So I'll just make sure they're nice and low. Get the water out of them. And there's no water in them. Okay, so the bottoms of the pumps are empty. And I'll just stick you up in there. There you go. So now you can see I've got that guy all taken apart. There is the drain plug, and this guy, it's harder to see, but he's taken off too. And I think that's it. I think we're good. Now, there's one more thing I'm gonna do, and that's RV antifreeze. And I'll set you up in the stand, and we're gonna pour a little RV antifreeze in each one of these little jets. We'll just do it till it starts squirting out, and because you know you didn't get all the water out, you know you didn't. So let's mix it with a little RV antifreeze, and that'll help. It's like a wine taster. You just want to give them a taste. Oh, by the way, this is it's RV antifreeze. Same stuff I use in my fifth wheel. Okay, well that's pretty much going to wrap it up. The only thing I didn't show was closing everything up and strapping down the top and stuff. And well, if you want to see that, just watch it in reverse. I think you'll get the idea. Anyway, next videos will be down at my southern location, and I cut down a bunch of trees and stuff last year, and hopefully we'll get those on the lathe and I don't know, make some toothpicks. See you in about a month or so. Boy, this sun is killing me. It's just so bright. We're at about 5,500 feet here. And there's not a lot of smog or clouds, or that sun's pretty intense. Anyway, one thing I forgot to mention: mice, the M word, mice. This unit is actually got like a full bottom thingy on it, so it's tough to get for mice to get in there, but they'll get in there. So there are two places: the drain and where the power cord comes in. Mothballs, dryer sheets, dealer's choice. You know, put something in there. They don't like the smell. Hopefully that'll keep them out. Anyway, that's it. It's not a perfect winterizing of a spa, but I made a little progress. And now I got a video, so next year when I go to do this, I'll watch the video and I'll know how to do it.